400 million. Just take a second to wrap your head around the sheer scale of that number. We're talking about 400 million working laptops and desktops sitting in offices and homes all around the world, suddenly told they were completely cut off from Microsoft's newest operating system, Windows 11. But why? What on earth causes 400 million functioning machines to be left behind all at once?
Well, our source identifies the main culprit behind this artificial death sentence as a pretty obscure technical requirement. It's called TPM 2.0, or Trusted Platform Module. Now, this wasn't some massive architectural shift you normally notice. Microsoft just quietly made this specific hardware security chip a hard requirement. If your fast enough, entirely capable computer didn't have this exact little chip, too bad. It was instantly categorized as obsolete.
So that brings up a really alarming question, doesn't it? Where did those computers actually go? 400 million machines don't just evaporate into thin air when a tech company decides their internal chips aren't good enough anymore. When devices lose support, people usually get rid of them. We're talking about a physical reality here, literally a mountain of discarded hardware.
The aftermath is honestly pretty grim. You might think, oh, they just get recycled, right? Actually, no. Studies highlighted by the source show that only a tiny fraction of electronic waste, just 15 to 20%, is actually properly recycled. That massive 80% chunk remaining, those are machines dumped directly into landfills. To put that into perspective, in just 6 months, an estimated 70 to 80 million machines went straight into the ground to leak toxic chemicals and poison the soil, all stemming from a single requirement for a security chip.
And here is where we hit a really stark, almost painful irony. On one hand, you have Microsoft releasing all these glowing environmental reports, proudly touting their sustainability and reduced carbon footprint. But on the other hand, what the source calls a business decision effectively forced hundreds of millions of people to throw away perfectly working computers, which inevitably drives them straight to the store to buy brand new ones.
But hey, the danger isn't just environmental, it is a massive digital crisis happening right now. Roughly 300 million, that's the estimated number of computers out there right now, still running Windows 10 simply because they couldn't upgrade. Without security updates, that is 300 million users left completely exposed to every virus and hacker on the internet.
The clock is actively ticking on this one. It all started with the Windows 11 launch, where that TPM 2.0 requirement was quietly added. Just 6 months later, 70 to 80 million machines were already rotting in landfills. But the real drop-dead date is October 14, 2025. That is the official end of Windows 10 support. On that day, Microsoft leaves over 1 billion people without security updates, turning those 300 million unupgradable machines into ticking time bombs.
Section 1. The unsung hero, Linux.
Because here is the thing. This whole massive disposal event really didn't have to happen. A completely free, eco-friendly solution was literally waiting in the wings to save these machines. As the author passionately points out, alternative operating systems could have breathed new life into every single one of those obsolete laptops and desktops. Quote, Linux Mint runs beautifully on a 10-year-old laptop, Zorin OS is designed for exactly this situation, and all of it is completely free. These are incredibly capable systems that frankly don't care at all about a TPM 2.0 chip. They just work.
But unfortunately, that ultimate rescue mission never really materialized. Over those critical 6 months, the Linux desktop market share moved from just 2.95% to 3.16%. It was barely a blip on the radar. You had 400 million computers sitting there fully available, waiting for a lifeline, and the needle barely moved.
So why the massive disconnect? Well, the source frames this not as some sort of technical flaw. The software itself is absolutely incredible. The real tragedy here was a massive failure in awareness and marketing from the Linux community. Most everyday users have simply never heard of Linux. So, when their computer says obsolete, they don't go hunting for a free operating system. They just go to the store, buy a new machine, and toss the old one in the bin.
Section 2. How to save your PC.
The good news? Our source provides a super empowering, actionable takeaway to prevent your older machines from dying. Saving your hardware is actually incredibly straightforward. Linux takes only about 20 minutes to install. And if you're worried about some steep learning curve, don't be. Versions like Mint or Zorin are designed to look and feel exactly like Windows. It's completely free, and most importantly, taking those 20 minutes will literally save a physical machine from ending up in a landfill.
So we wrap up this explainer with a final, provocative question straight from the text. Could Linux have saved these computers? The software was absolutely ready, the hardware was working perfectly fine, but the communication just wasn't there.
It really leaves you to ponder the immense environmental cost of corporate business decisions and maybe more importantly, your own technology choices moving forward.